Well, hello, beautiful people. I have like this little excerpt that I want to read to you all. I am preparing a sermon that's been in my heart from all the past experiences that I've been through. And I've been really just having God prophetically speak to me into this message. And again, this is kind of where He has been leading me out of, and I can't be more thankful in my life right now. I have so much peace. I have so much strength and confidence that I thought I would never have, and it's only because of God. But I'm in the book of Job. My kitten is getting into my cupboards. I apologize for that. So here's this excerpt. Job endured many tests and trials, but his patience and faith triumphed in the end. As we see in chapter 42, God tests us too. One of the ways he does so is by allowing us to go through dry times. Times when nothing seems to minister to us or water our souls. We go to church, but we feel no different when we leave. We read the latest book or listen to the latest song, but it does us no good at all. I have had times in my life and ministry, and Job certainly had them. In what seems like extreme measures, see Job 19:7-11. I have gone through mountaintop experiences, and I have gone through the valleys. I have had dry times in my prayer life and in my praise and worship. I've had times when I would go into a meeting or conference and be able to feel the presence of God. And I have had times when I would go and feel absolutely nothing. I have learned to believe that God is with me whether I feel it or not. There have also been times when I could hear from God so clearly and know that I heard a word in the season. There have been other times when I have not heard anything at all. Looking back in my spiritual life, I realize that at times I have gone up and down, up and down. When I was up, I felt that I was saved, and when I was down, I felt I was lost. When I felt sure God had called me, I was up. When I was uncertain of my calling, I was down. When dry times came upon me, I let it affect me. At the time, I did not know what was happening to me or why. Now I realize that God is working all the harmful things out of me and getting me to the point where I did not base my faith on my feelings. I will be honest with you, I rarely go through those times now. I just love God, and that's it. I worship Him, and that's it. I pray, I believe He hears me, and that's it. I know I am called, and I go out and do what I am called to do, and do not go through all the ups and downs I used to go through. Why? Because I have learned to stop basing everything on my feelings, and to live by faith instead. I do not allow my emotions to determine whether I believe God is with me or not. I just choose to believe He is. That does not mean I never experience a rough time or have a bad day, but those times no longer control what I believe. I do not believe God can allow us to go from one emotional high to another. If He did, we would depend too much on them and would probably start thinking more highly of ourselves than we should. God loves us and protects us from depending on emotions too much so that He can continue to use us. We must learn to trust God. Trust that God knows what He is doing in us. If we feel something in our emotions, that is fine. If we do not feel anything, that is fine too. We must remember that we are in this for the long haul, not just for those times when we feel good, but also for the times when we feel bad or do not feel anything at all. Be patient and stay faithful. God will come through for you, and you will be amazed. I really hope this helps someone. So the Bible that I have and that I'm reading from is actually the Joyce Meyer Amplified version. She was my first foundation. When I first became a Christian, my church gave me, I'm not kidding you, like hundreds of CDs and gave me everything of hers. And I just remember spending hours listening to this woman for days at a time. And she really, she was the one that really taught me faith. She was the one that really taught me God's love. And because of her now, I'm just amazed at what God has led me through. And now that I'm in this season, no joke, my emotions don't control me like they used to. And that was one thing that the enemy does use. He does use negative emotions to actually control us. And that is one tactic that he does use. But also we have to take responsibility over our emotions. Anyway, I wanted this to help someone because God molds us and he shapes us, and we are supposed to align with his divine will and not in our own, not our own will, but his. And again, when you are going through the rough moments, those are times to really celebrate because they teach us exactly what we need to know moving forward. God is trying to speak to us even in the bad times. We are supposed to find the treasure within the trial, as Joyce Meyer would say. So, I really hope this helps someone. I really hope this encourages someone. And just know, if you're having a bad day, it is so okay. I love you all, and beautiful people, have an amazing day today. Be blessed.